Hey SWF fans, yours truly, Pat Dooley here with a quick preview of this Friday night's Blood, Guts, and Glory, the Southern Wrestling Federation's 20th anniversary show. We've got 9 big matches scheduled, so let's dive right in. Over the last month, the best junior heavyweights the area has to offer competed in a tournament to crown a number 1 contender for Action Mike Jackson's junior heavyweight title. That tournament was won in controversial fashion by Pancho. Jackson has faced everyone in his nearly 50-year career, from legends like the Road Warriors and Ric Flair to modern stars like Kushida and Matt Cardona. But after putting away Tavon Jordan on this week's show, Pancho is riding a 4-match winning streak going into his title shot. If that momentum continues, we may well see a new junior heavyweight champion this Friday night in Tullahoma. At the end of Friday night's show, Yukon Jack added an additional match to the show, making the man who's been a thorn in his side, his daughter Dayla's ex, Johnny Rodriguez, take on the Paisley powerhouse, Kay Holiday. Naturally, Dayla will be in Holiday's corner, and what kind of impact will she have this Friday night? After splitting a pair of non-title matches over the last couple weeks, Danny Kopus and the SWF Openweight Champion, Buddy LG3, will finally face off in a Falls Count Anywhere match where fans bring the weapons, with the championship on the line at Blood, Guts, and Glory. After a brutal assault with a steel chair on Friday, the champ can't be 100% going into his title defense. Is this the opening Kopus has been looking for to finally take the belt for his own? One of the most emotionally driven matches in SWF history will take place this Friday night when the sharp-dressed man Lawrence does battle with his own son, the best Austin Wright. The former SWF champion's relationship disintegrated back on June 2nd when Lawrence turned his trademark briefcase on Wright, allowing the Jack Pack to claim the titles and him as a new member. For nearly 2 months, Austin has been on a rampage trying to get his hands on his father, and this Friday night, there's no more running for the sharp-dressed man. Speaking of the Jack Pack and the SWF Tag Team titles, the duo of Zach Austin and Mikey Dunn have not had the best of luck over the last few weeks, but they always escape with the gold. This past week, they were set to defend the belts against Mr. Jimmy and Preston Adams until Preston went down with a knee injury. Jimmy brought in Rock Dog as a replacement partner, and they actually won the match. But because Preston's name was on the championship contract and not Rocky's, the Jack Pack got to leave the Gypsy Joe Arena still the SWF Tag Team Champions. But this week, there can be no doubt as to the status of the match, as the titles will be on the line when Austin and Dunn take on Mr. Jimmy and the returning DJ ARP. Will the 1/3 owner of the SWF's in-ring return spell disaster for the pack? And after a controversial finish this past Friday night, we will see a rematch of the hotly contested battle between Christian Cross and Mike Cobb. Will Christian rebound and even the series, or will Cobb's winning streak continue? One of the most anticipated matches on the show pits Doug Harrison, the former tag team partner of 1/3 owner Yukon Jack, against the returning Grease Lightning. Grease shocked the SWF faithful when he returned at Marcus Woodrow III's side 2 weeks ago to set up this match. After having been out of the SWF for over 3 months, what does the original Tullahoma Badman have up his sleeve for this showdown with the Dangerous One? Another match added this past week was a 12-man battle royal, with the winner being able to challenge for any title in the SWF at any time. 1/3 owner Marcus Woodrow III introduced the first participant, the returning 365-pound brawler Buzz Dupp. Joining Buzz in the match will be Rock Dog, Tavon Jordan, Xander Frost, and Yukon Jack himself, not to mention 7 wrestlers still to be named. We may have all new champions after Blood, Guts, and Glory, so who knows who the winner will challenge. And last, but certainly not least, we have the main event. The baddest little man on the planet, the king of short style, the SWF heavyweight champion Chaos, with Yukon Jack in his corner, will defend the title against the man he beat for it, Cousin Condrey, with Marcus Woodrow III in his corner in a DLC match. Doors, ladders, and chairs. Chaos has held the gold since unseating Cuz back at Yukon Jack's birthday bash in early June, and we hadn't seen Condrey in the SWF since, until he made his return a couple weeks ago, helping run off the Jack Pack. He issued the challenge to the champion on the 7/14 show, and we'll finally get to see what kind of chaos pardon the pun, these two will get up to with the title on the line and tons of plunder around the ring. It's an absolutely stacked show, and the only way to see it is to be there live. This Friday, July 28th at Tullahoma, Tennessee at the Gypsy Joe Arena, 106 South Side. The doors open at 6 with the opening bell at 7:30. Kids 5 and under get in free, $15 for everyone else. I'm yours truly, Pat Dooley, the SWF's ring announcer, and I'll be there to call the action, but the question remains, will you?